Hi everybody, Denise Clifford here, travel counsellor. Just want to start off by saying thank you very much for joining us all this afternoon. It's beautiful weather out there, so really pleased to see everybody on here. Wish I could present to you from somewhere exotic. I was supposed to be going to the Maldives myself next week, but obviously I'm not going anywhere. So I'm here in my home office, so excuse the clutter in the background. So if Grant could start showing my presentation, I'll just talk you through. So probably all wondering what a travel counsellor is. Simply put, I help my clients plan, source and book holidays and trips all over the world. So it's not counselling in the sense that I'm going to talk you over your fear of flying or anything like that. So whether it's a romantic week in a cosy cottage in the Cotswolds or a once-in-a-lifetime world cruise or anything in between, I can make it happen. I can help you get there. So why choose a travel counsellor? Bear with me one second. Why choose a travel counsellor? We got there in the end. Or we often call ourselves TCs for short. Well, there's lots of reasons, and I could spend quite a lot of time, all day actually, talking to you about the amazing multi-award winning company that Travel Counsellors is. But just for today, we're going to focus on these few on the screen here. Firstly, it's a honeymoon without the hassle. Because the internet nowadays offers lots of ways to book travel, often people think that they can save money by doing it themselves. And yes, sometimes it is cheaper to do it that way. But I always say that sometimes I may not be able to beat the internet on price, but I most certainly can beat it on service. I'm sure that you may know someone who's had their travel plans disrupted by the recent restrictions implemented by the coronavirus, or you might have been affected yourself. It's a very difficult time to be in the travel industry, but in lots of ways, it's allowed travel counsellors to show how we differ and how we can shine. I've been in touch with every single one of my clients and kept them informed about how we can manage their holidays. I'm the one that's been up into the early hours, making sure that clients get back to the UK when they've needed to. And I'm the one that spent hours on the phone in a queue waiting to get people's holidays sorted. So my clients have been able to get on with their day, not having to spend lots of time trying to reach suppliers, which isn't always easy to do. It's really sad when I've got to postpone a honeymoon or any holiday because I know how much my clients are looking forward to it. But on the flip side, it's really good when I can sort it all out for them and get it rebooked for another time that's not too far away, because this will be over soon and we will travel again and the world is still waiting to be explored. Secondly, it's an escape created especially for you, because I take time and care getting to know you so that I can tailor make your trips. This means that rather than having to pick a package holiday from the shelf, which might tick some of your boxes, we can spend time discussing exactly what you want and what you don't want for your honeymoon, which makes it a truly unique and bespoke memory-making time for you. Using a TC means that you have time to enjoy your honeymoon. Unlike shops and call centres, I'm not tied to opening hours, so I can work whenever I need to. However, if you are on your holiday and need assistance but can't get hold of me, maybe it's the middle of the night in the UK and I might be asleep, we do have a 24-hour emergency duty team based in our office in Manchester. Our head office is there. So there's always somebody on the end of the phone to help you. Another of the great services I can offer is setting up our honeymoon gift registry service for you. It's not uncommon for couples to live together before they get married. So rather than have wedding guests buy things that they've already got, toasters, glasses, towels, etc., more and more couples are now taking advantage of the gift registry. So I set up an online account for you and your guests to access, which enables them to contribute towards your honeymoon. And it also means that you can see who's contributed as well. I also provide you with a keepsake pack, which includes cards that you give to your guests, perhaps pop it in with their wedding invitation, that tells them how to contribute. So you don't have to broach the subject, it's all on the card. There's no awkward conversations asking for money, which isn't always an easy thing to do. For your guests, it's a great way of giving a gift, and it's a great way of helping you get the honeymoon you've always dreamed of, including those fine details and finishing touches like private transfers, VIP airport lounge passes, and once-in-a-lifetime excursions. And finally, all this comes with peace of mind, as your hard-earned money is completely safe, because it is financially protected by our unique financial trust in the event of a supplier failure, such as an airline going bust. And of course, all package holidays are protected by ATOL. So let's talk about the different types of honeymoon you might want to consider. The world is such a big place, and there are many different types of honeymoon available now. Perhaps you want a traditional kind of honeymoon, powdery white sand beaches, clear crystal seas, guaranteed sunshine. Then you probably want to be looking at the Maldives, the Caribbean, Seychelles or Mauritius. Or for something a little bit unusual, think about Tanzania. It's got amazing wildlife on the plains of the Serengeti, which is a safari mecca populated by the big 5 game. So that's your elephants, lions, leopards, buffaloes, rhinos. Offshore lie the tropical islands of Zanzibar with Arabic influences, with a marine park home to whale sharks and coral reefs, as well as exotic beaches. For something a bit different, multi-centre honeymoons are becoming increasingly popular. From road trips to island hopping, you can cover several destinations in one trip. What about the trip of a lifetime in the USA? Combining urban energy with awe-inspiring landscapes and theme park fun with thrilling outdoor activities, the United States is a stunning choice for couples looking for more than a simple beach break. It's also a classic destination for a road trip with a loved one, and I think that's going to be my next holiday, a California road trip. Or why not consider a couple of the Fiji Islands? Utter seclusion and stunning beaches combined with modern luxuries make Fiji one of the most coveted, world's most coveted honeymoon destinations. Add in activities including snorkeling and scuba diving, kayaking and island cruises, and you have all the makings of perfect newlyweds retreat. For a honeymoon you will talk about for the rest of your life, look at jungle lodges or safari tents. Take in iconic sights and wildlife ranging from Wales to the Big 5 and sample some of the finest food and wine that South Africa has to offer. Or combine simple visits with wildlife experiences and mix tea plantations or spice farm tours with days at the beach for the ultimate in variety in Sri Lanka, which is really good value for money actually. Then there's Mozambique, a gorgeous Indian Ocean location with its untouched nature, pristine beaches and a wealth of marine life, which lures newlyweds to discover a compelling mixture of cultures and historic influences. Maybe you haven't got time to go away for long, or perhaps you're not keen on long-haul flights. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Think about a fairy tale honeymoon in France, idyllic Italy, captivating Croatia, or stunning Spain. The list goes on. City breaks are also becoming increasingly popular. From captivating culture to fantastic foodie delights, a city break offers something for those looking for a romantic getaway to learn all about a destination's fascinating history or get involved in a city's nightlife. Do everything you would on a longer trip, except intensified as you see so much in a short space of time. Honeymoons don't mean having to go to far-flung destinations. Some couples simply don't have the budget or just really don't like flying. There are romantic honeymoon hideaways here in the UK too. Scotland is beautiful in the summer with its wild scenery and Highland culture, making it a top choice closer to home. Or going down south, nothing quite beats the romance of watching the sunset, and in Cornwall you can take your pick of mesmerising spots to see the sky alive with the last golden glints of the day. There are literally hundreds of stunning places for a homestay honeymoon. Many couples like the idea of leaving all the fuss of a big UK wedding behind and heading off to marry somewhere small and intimate on their own, or with just a small group of close family and friends. One of the attractions of getting married abroad is that it doesn't need to cost you what a more traditional wedding in the UK might cost, and you don't need to blow your budget if you choose to marry abroad. I have a selection of hotels that offer free wedding packages, and they are perfect if you have a simple ceremony in mind without too much fuss. So if that's something you're interested in, please get in touch. So hopefully I've given you a little bit of inspiration and some ideas about where you might want to spend your honeymoon. Lastly, I just wanted to mention our innovative MyTC app. Just get to that slide, there we go. Simply, it's an app that you can download onto your phone, or you can access it via a laptop or computer, where you can create your unique account where I can send quotes to you, which are easily accessible. You can let me know that you want to go ahead and book, and my contact details are always on there too. But most importantly, when you go away on your trip, all the documents you need will be on there too, meaning that you don't have to worry about accommodation or transfer vouchers, bits of paper, etc. It will even update you on your flight delays if you have any when you're sat in the airport, and that usually happens before the departure boards are updated as well. So it really is a real-time useful app to have. If you want to view quotes and your holiday documents on a laptop or PC, as I say, the app just mirrors what you can see there. It's all accessible. And via the MyTC account, you can also make payments towards honeymoons or trips. So if you don't want to pay a balance and then wait until nearer the honeymoon or the trip to pay off the holiday, you can go onto the app or into the account in between and pay little lumps off the price of the holiday without incurring any admin charges, which is really good to know. So thank you very much for listening. As an extra thank you, normally at wedding fairs, just like other suppliers, I would offer a little bit of a thank you for using my services. So if you've been watching today and you get in touch and you go ahead and book a trip with me, I'll give you some free airport lounge passes to get your honeymoon off to a fabulous start. So a big thank you to Alan and Grant for putting on today. It's really great that we can use modern technology to all connect with each other. So finally, as I say, if you want to get in touch to chat about your honeymoon or a mini moon or even a baby moon, it's all sorts of moons these days, you can look for me on Facebook, as I post some lovely things on there along with the occasional holiday offer. But it's mostly just really nice content, really nice inspiration. But thank you very much for listening. If you put any comments in the chat, I'll have a look through and answer them for you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.